if someone is going to Japan, is there a particular craft or craft workshop that you think that like they should not miss?
That is also just an impossible singular question. So that store Pigment, they have workshops. I don't know if they ever do them in English. They might. There might be some teachers that teach in English, but they will teach you watercolor things. Sashiko is an amazing embroidery craft that you could probably find stuff from. Just the food craft there is amazing. Like, I think doing a food workshop would be incredible. Also things like kokeshi, like those dolls, the wooden dolls, they might have a like craft workshop on that. I don't know. It's endless. I'm half Japanese, so all of these things just like culturally really feel significant and important to me. And every time I go there, I'm just like, I know there are now places that are offering workshops with different artisans in different areas of the country. I'm sure anybody could find something that would make them very excited.
Things that I really adapted in my life from Japanese craft was that now when things break, like for example, I had a candle holder that broke. It was glass. And okay, I don't have the correct glue to glue it together, but I just used my glue gun to then piece it together. And I was happy with that, like imperfect, broken glass candle holder.
Yeah, for sure. And
Yeah.
you can paint that glue gold if you want to really mimic the tradition, or you could paint it purple. Like you could paint it whatever color you want.
But ever since, like I started adapting that, like there's so many things now that I don't see it as being like trash anymore. It's like, no, you know what? Like this is perfectly fine. I'm just gonna piece it back together. And I think that that is one of the Japanese crafts that like I really resonate with. But also the paper cutting craft in your book, that is high up on my list of things that I want to do.
Yeah.
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 I love
Yeah. I mean, kana is amazing. Paper cutting is really a skill. Until you try it, you don't realize how hard it is to cut those curves.
it.
And I think she does an amazing job walking you through how she creates her pieces.
Yeah. I went to a Chinese New Year festival and there were makers there who were doing paper cutting. But what I found interesting about them was that they were using the tiniest scissors. And I found that the scissors worked a lot easier on my hands than the
Then
exact.
a knife.
Just like, I felt I was like pushing too like it was too much pressure on my hands and the scissors worked really nicely. But, it was just so beautiful, like, how intricately they made all these paper decorations from the scissors.
Yeah. I think the thing with scissors is for people who don't have like good scissors, like X-Acto skills and scissor skills are skills. And I feel like if you aren't great at scissors and you aren't comfortable like poking holes and then sticking scissors inside them, it can be a little challenging. Here, I'll just show you. I have my pair of Japanese paper scissors. These ones aren't that small, but these are particularly made for paper cutting and they are really great when you're trying to cut paper.
Yeah, I think anyone that goes to Japan should look into a scissor collection.
For sure. For
That's
sure.
the main thing to bring back from Japan.
Yes. And I mean, honestly, they're kitchen scissors. Like kitchen scissors are everywhere now. But when you, knives too, like when you use a Japanese knife or a Japanese kitchen scissor, you're like, oh, this is a whole other level of
It
like
is, it is.
intensity.
And I was actually able to get decorative ones too, like, the crane one, the gold crane one
Mhm,
for, like,
mhm,
embroidery.
mhm.
For cutting embroidery thread. So that's another thing that I really like about the scissors is that they're not just like good functionally, but you can also find decorative scissors like functional
You
and
can.
decorative and I really like that about it.
You can. Everything in Japan. It's really interesting.